Welcome everybody. Today is the 3rd of February, Friday, and we have our regular team sizzle today for Forever Biz, and we welcome Mina's team members and Lana's team members. It's kind of a joint effort here, so welcome everyone, and I hope everything is good. Happy Friday. We apologize that we moved this session from Wednesday to Friday because of some additional unavailabilities. So the topic of today is how to supercharge and kickstart your new year, your 2017. We're going to go through questions and answers at the end of the presentation, and it's going to be your time to talk and ask questions. And then we'll revisit some of the upcoming events that we are so excited to see. So, well, before I start the presentation, I wanted to do some recognitions. I would like to congratulate a few people on my team, at least. We have some super achievers this month. We have Tatiana Neville, who recruited one new person into her team. We have Saida Raifenrath, who also recruited one person into her team, even though she's out of the country. She's in Tashkent right now for a period of time. And we also have Angela Holbach, who actually recruited two people into her team, which is an amazing accomplishment. Angela is actually out there with a broken leg, but she is working hard. So congratulations, ladies. This is amazing, and keep going. So 2016 to 2017, quantum leap. Stop making New Year resolutions that don't last and start creating habits that stick. Well, what do we do, I guess? The very simple method here that we're going to go over, it's actually a presentation from David O'Connor, a personal trainer and coach, lifestyle coach from Forever Living. He doesn't only work with Forever Living, he works with many other companies or personal needs or personalities on accomplishing the goals. So he has a method about it. So I wanted to, I'm a big fan of David, and I do have his training, 21 days to success training, and this is something different that he actually began 2017 with. So we're going to go over this very shortly here. So it all starts with letter Y, your end goal. It stands for your end goal. So design the big picture vision. We all have some goals, and a lot of the people, unfortunately, out there never really plan their life to the fullest or never plan their year to the fullest. In fact, 90% of the people don't know how to plan at all. I mean, they just kind of bounce from day to day, float around, and hope for better. So in order for us to be successful, and this is going to help you not only in the network marketing profession, but also in anything, especially in your life, is we need to design a big picture vision. It's very important to have this picture huge, big, resonating and sounding. If you don't have a vision for your life, you will end up most likely living someone else's life. And someone else will guide you through it. So the big picture vision must capture all of your mind, and it must resonate with you from inside and out. And you need to first get clear on your end outcomes. It's very important. If you don't know where you're going, how can you navigate the course? You can't. And if you don't know where you're going, you really aren't prepared to work towards it either. So one of the important questions that you need to ask yourself here is what would I do if I knew I could not fail? And that is basically the command or the affirmation that you give to yourself, that you cannot fail. You cannot fail. You have to do it. A lot of the times, people, especially in our profession, don't start doing anything until they have a really clear vision, really clear why. And it's so important that there is a clear why, that it's kind of either you make it or break it. You can't make it without a clear why in this profession. So you have to literally sit down and work on a big picture. And it has to, the vision that you develop needs to focus on what you want. And to the right of the slide, you see a lot of irritation, frustration, fatigue, and fear, and headaches, and anger that those pictures represent, because those are all distractions. We should not ever allow ourselves the distractions to get on the way. But if we don't have this clear, compelling vision and goal, we will focus on distractions. So what is the big picture like? The first and foremost thing is that you'd need to take a piece of paper, and I'm going to be sending out this handout that was part of the podcast. I will be sending this handout. It's a PDF file that you would be able to then use to actually assist you in creating your big picture. You need to have a 5-year vision. Being part of the USSR, we've always worked on a 5-year plan. It's not a secret. A lot of the companies work on a 5-year plan, and then they break it down into smaller chunks. But the vision needs to be pretty broad and pretty far-reaching, and it has to be huge. So the picture needs to be large, compelling, and screaming success and whatever else you want in your life. So one of the very important things to start is to be thankful and grateful for what you have, and to be thankful and grateful for what you will have. It is how the universe works. It's not a secret. There's been a lot of publications and trainings on that. We are all religious people, but from a scientific standpoint, the universe works by giving back to what you give to it. So maybe you can say, I'm so happy and grateful that now I am financially secure, and in return I will give, let's say, a great service to others, or provide services with Forever Living products, or help others to reach their health potential, or help others to reach their financial potential or their full life potential. So it is what we give, we receive. Don't ever underestimate that. And you need to add value to get the value from the universe. And maybe it is that you just want to be consistently a best self. And that's what basically we teach in network marketing, is we're just, we try to be best self. You need to cover all major areas of your life, such as health, finance, environmental, relationships, business, spiritual, and lifestyle. Why is because, an abundance is not an abundance if, let's say, you're physically broken or your health is not good. An abundant life is not abundant if, let's say, you're physically healthy, spiritually healthy, but financially unstable and unsecure. So it needs to be very comprehensive, the areas of your life that you need to cover with your big picture, with your vision. So please work on that. You need to also visualize what will your goal be like. So what will I see having to achieve my goals? What would I hear? What would I feel, and what would people say to me? So here, let's say you wanted to become a chairman's bonus qualified, for instance. You would visualize on a daily basis coming out on stage and literally within 5 minutes of this meditation, you will then feel and literally smell and hear the sounds around you. You have to get so good at it, at imagining your end goal, that you would focus on how you feel, what you hear, what people say to you, how they look at you, and that picture, basically on the screen of your mind, would have to get so detailed and so clear that you literally need to feel that you had already achieved it. You need to smell the sweet smell and taste the taste of success, literally. So your life focus is another facet of your vision. What would you really love to see happen in your life? What skills do you want to master? Because you really cannot accomplish your vision without actually changing yourself first. So, and that typically requires a few things. It requires stepping outside of your comfort zone consistently on a daily basis. It requires consistent action towards your goals. It also requires you to master certain skills that you haven't had or acquire those skills. So this is very important. How much money do I want to earn? What character traits do I want to develop? What do I want to give to the world? That's the main question. Is that you get what you give out there. Make it exciting. You have to make it exciting, because if it is a burden for you, it's not going to work. You're not going to enjoy it. So whatever you do, make it exciting. Have the big vision. It has to be so huge that you have no idea how to get there. You literally have no idea. Why? Is because scientifically it's proven that people usually achieve only about 80% of their goal. So if your vision is, let's say, small, you will not get it. You will probably get only 80% of it. So in order to get there for sure, you need to make your vision and your goal larger than where you want to get. So start with an end goal and then work your way backwards. How do you do that? Is, for instance, and again, network marketing example, maybe you want to become a manager by the end of 2017. Well, that would require you to get to a certain level, require you to hire so many people, to recruit so many people into your team. So what would you do then? By breaking it backwards, is you would say that by, let's say, if I want to be a manager by December, I want to become an assistant manager by November, and I want to become a supervisor by, let's say, August. And then I want to become, in the meantime, between now and August, I'm going to work very hard of recruiting all these people into my team, which means I have to do so many calls every day. So you need to get clear on what you want, and you need to set a 21-day milestone plan or milestone to get to something in 21 days. And then you also need to set a 90-day milestone, so that you basically go off the end goal and you work your way backwards through milestones to get to where you want to be on a monthly basis. You consistently reinforce the vision. The vision is very important part. It's the driver for you. So if you consistently reinforce it, it will be the biggest motivator. What that means is that maybe that means to listening to the Dave O'Connor Blueprint every morning, which I do. And it's just 12 minutes, but it sets me going the whole day. So it's the positive affirmations. It's tuning yourself into the positive mood, into the positive outcome through the whole day. So the first 20 minutes of your morning, of your day, are the most important. So that is very good time for reinforcing the vision, for saying, how grateful you are for everything you have, how you would like to focus today, planning your day, etc. The first 20 minutes of your day. So, and then what you do is you focus on your daily activities, and you do need to focus on the daily activities daily. That is why we break things down to the very manageable tasks. You also need to evolve. Evolve, what does that mean? That means that the main question is, who do I need to grow into? So my goals can be achieved effortlessly. You do need to evolve, because without evolution or evolving into something greater than what you are, you will never become somebody that you want to become. So it is a commitment. Become that person now. Focus on your personal growth and consistently step outside of your comfort zone. That is very, very important. We've talked about this a little bit before. What does that mean? Well, that may mean that sometimes maybe you just need to start your public speaking skills, and most of the people actually are very afraid and insecure when it comes to public speaking or speaking to somebody they never knew before. So how do you gain that comfort zone? You step outside of your current comfort zone all the time, of just like sitting home and, on the couch and watching TV. You got to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. You go to the store, you start talking to people at the store a little bit, then you, after a little bit, after some time, maybe you get a little bit deeper into conversation, then maybe you become a little bit more ambitious and confident to ask for a phone number. So you just constantly step outside of your comfort zone. That's how you do it. Holistic belief. Belief that needs to be so strong that is without a doubt. It's a paradigm shift. We will never be able to accomplish anything in life if we don't truly believe that we can. And we are all born, obviously, in different environments from different parents. And sometimes, we didn't get the best parents in the world that built the confidence in us. And sometimes we weren't born in the best country in the world that nourished us and actually, made us confident. So you need to literally, without a doubt, believe in what you are set to achieve, which means that what do you do if you can't believe that you have what it takes? Most of us actually have a far greater unconscious part of our mind that's opposing us. So those could be little chatter in your mind saying, I don't think I can do this, or oh, I'm so afraid, or oh, I'm not that great, not such a great speaker, or I'm not such a confident person. But you need to literally shut down that chatter and focus on your belief. Literally focus and have a meaningful why. What kind of person do you want to be remembered as? If you don't have a meaningful why, then why are you? What are you here for? I mean, I know that most of us are parents, and we're mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and community providers and assistants, but and we work and we do all these different things, but truly, what are we here for? Why are we here? What kind of person do we want to be remembered as? How many people did we help? How many people will remember us so well? So those are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself, and what are you here for? And if you are here for helping others, this is what network marketing profession is it's helping others to become better, to become healthier, to become wealthier, to fulfill their true life potential, then you're in the right place, you're in the right profession. And you need to ask yourself, did I feel alive? Did I live fearlessly? Did I seize the moment? Did I make a difference? Fulfill my highest potential? Did I do what I came here to do? Those are the kind of questions you really need to ask yourself and dig deeper inside. C stands for change the autopilot. So our autopilot is our inner blueprint. Sometimes we can't really explain why we do certain things, and this is because we are on the autopilot. Certain programs were inserted into our subconscious when we were little, when we were young, and this is something that we can get rid of. We basically run by that. If maybe when you were young you were made to believe that you were lazy, or if you were made to believe that you're clumsy, or you are fat, or whatever, you grow up with that burden, basically. So you need to reprogram your subconscious to get rid of this autopilot, this auto-programming that went into an effect sometimes when you were even during the interuterine development sometimes. So you need to create new success habits and replace bad habits with new good habits. You need to focus your whole mind on your goals, and only then it will become completely automatic and completely effortless for you to move towards your goals. Make higher choices in your thinking, meaning, you should be able to catch yourself in thinking negatively, be able to catch yourself in thinking that you can't do something, and replace that thought with, yes, I can, and only focus on good things and positive things. Have a good morning routine. Start with a blueprint, which I do, and it actually sets the whole day, and let go of the attachment. If you have any of the attachments and some kind of beliefs that are not allowing you to reach your vision or actually interfere with your path towards your vision, you need to get rid of them and get rid of those attachments. Sometimes it's just watching TV, or after dinner I just like to sit there for an hour and search my Facebook. That also is an attachment, so you need to break that and create good habits. And then have good evening routine also, whether it's you listening to Blueprint again, reviewing your day, whether it's saying your 3 gratitudes that is a very good habit to have, whether it's reading or some inspirational thinking or inspirational activities, and then revisit your goal again, because this is kind of the closure of the day. If you do that every day, you get used to it, and it's very important to do for 21 days, because in 21 days this becomes a habit. Okay, L, let go of the attachment. Have more fun. Have more flow. Meditate. People, who meditate, they are much more relaxed, and they're much more focused, and they're much more centered. So if you insert this into your day, whether in the morning or in the evening or maybe at lunch, you just go into, I don't know, sit in your car or go into a dark conference room somewhere at work, or just sit in your house and just meditate for 5 minutes. That's all it takes. And give people true gift of your attention, because it's very, very important to set your mind into the focus, into the flow. Because once you're in a flow, and it's basically that laser focus attention, what is called flow, make yourself, control your mind, stop that inner chatter. Give people a true gift of your attention. Find humor in most dire situations, and replace your negative thinking or your anger or your disappointment with the humor. And it's going to help you really fast to get rid of your negative feelings and your attachments. And let go of the desperation. So work on yourself, and you will get to where you want to get. Active. Become active. Again, only having just a good vision and having a great desire and a vision and set of goals is not good enough. And you have to break it down into action, because action is what actually makes us accomplish our vision. Vision may be a very strong motivator. It may be very good for your subconscious, but you can never just get there without actually activities, daily activities. So you need to work on your 1-year plan, on your 90-day milestones, 21-day milestones, and I recommend then having no more than 3 milestones for 21 days. And then develop small daily goals, no more than 5, and then work on those 5 small daily goals every day, which means I am not going to have my cup of tea until I finish this. And after that, I'm not going to go brush my teeth until I finish this. So you almost have to create small rewards for yourself for accomplishing each one of those 5 goals. And it needs to be a personal commitment, obviously, that you can't go to bed without accomplishing these things. So design your perfect day, and there will be a handout for that. How do you design your perfect day? What do you do in the morning? Because time really quickly escapes from us if we don't keep track of it, if we don't plan, if we don't set small goals and achieve them and give ourselves a little star at the end of each. And then maybe give ourselves a big star at the end of the day to say, when we go through that whole recollection of daily activities, and if you're on a track, saying that, hey, you know, I did well today. I feel really good. So sign an agreement with yourself, and that will be another handout. So you actually create your perfect day, you create your milestones, you create your 21-day milestones, you develop your small daily goals, you sign the agreement with yourself, that you physically sign an agreement that you will do it. And then take consistent daily and weekly action. That's basically what it is. It's breaking it down to manageable chunks. So it could be something like just I'm going to set a goal of hiring 2 people into my team this month. So that means that in order to recruit 2 people into my team this month, I might need to contact 20 people, and I might need to do 4 presentations. So that is basically a manageable thing. How do I contact 20 people? Well, for instance, I'm going to break it down into 5, and you know, in 4 days I have my 20 people contacted, and then I'm going to continue following up with people, and then I'm going to continue doing additional activities and presentations, etc., etc. So you break it down. So action is the key here. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I wanted to revisit very quickly the upcoming events. We will be going to Forever Experience in Scottsdale, Arizona on February 10th, 11th. We are leaving on the 8th from Chicago and coming back on the 12th. So for those who haven't bought the tickets, we strongly recommend. The tickets are still out there. They still are available. Unfortunately, they're a little more expensive now. I think they're $90 per person now, because the time had, you know, already passed. So then we are staying at Hyatt Phoenix North. So please join us if you still have rooms, if you still find rooms in the hotel. And also we have Global Rally in Dubai, April 2nd for April 10th. And again, we're leaving on April 1st from Chicago, coming back on the 10th. And we, in particular, my team is staying in Hyatt, again, Hyatt Al Riga in Dubai. Okay, next Team Sizzle, we're going to have announcements and recognitions. First, we're going to also have, I'm going to cover a presentation called Unlocking the Marketing Plan. I thought this would be a really good presentation for us, a little refresher about our marketing plan and how well do we know it, so it might help you. And then we'll go through questions and answers again, and we'll revisit the aftermath of the Forever Experience, and we'll remind again about 2016 FLP rally in, sorry, it's 2017 actually, in April. So now it's your time to talk. Do you need any help with your customer acquisitions, with monthly orders towards 4 CCs, generating repeat customers, following up, staying focused, recruiting? If you would like to speak out, and we can open up the lines for those who would like to ask questions.